guys, and welcome back to my booktube channel. Today I am so excited because after many years I am finally doing another blind date with a book unwrapping. I have had these books in my bookshelf for probably 3 years now. I got them as a Christmas present from my boyfriend a long time ago, and I was saving them to make a booktube video with them. And if you've seen my last video, you guys know that I took a break from booktube, and so I never opened them. But here I am. It's the Christmas season when I'm filming this, at least, so I'm gonna open them up. I'm gonna put my glasses on because I cannot see. So let's see, how many books do we have in total? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. Okay. We have 7 books to unwrap today. So I've already done a blind date with a book video, and I'll have that link down below and in the cards if you want to go check that out. And in that video, the books I had kind of had little descriptions on them. It's a little bit of a hint of what book they might be. These ones just have the genre, it looks like. But what I did last time was I asked you guys to guess what you think the book might be based on the little information that we had. I think we should try and do the same again this time, except this one's going to be completely more random. So just based on the genre and maybe the book size, if that helps. Leave me a guess of what you think these books are before I unwrap them. Let's start from the top and work our way down. This genre is classic fantasy, so leave me a guess of what you think it might be down below. It's kind of smaller, so I'm guessing it's maybe, I don't know, maybe like a princess story. I have no idea, but it's so cute. Oh, I've had these books in my bookshelves for so long that I like just don't want to open them now. I'm sad, but here we go. Okay. What is it? The Time Machine, H.G. Wells. Ride into the weird worlds of the future. Experience the time traveler's shock at being trapped by cannibals 800,000 years from home. Wow. Okay, that truly is classic fantasy. Okay, this is way smaller than I thought it would be. It's only, if you guys can see the writing, it's that big of a font. Only 123 pages. I've never read this before, but of course I know of H.G. Wells and I know of this book, but I've never read it, so now it's in my collection if I'm in the mood for it one day. This is definitely more kind of like my dad's genre of books, not really mine, but I'm happy to have it in my collection. Ooh. Fiction based on Shakespeare. What could this be? It's this big. Not very tall, but let's see what it is. Oh my gosh. Whoever wraps these books is a really good wrapper. You know what? That could be anything now that I'm thinking about it. I was like, ooh, I wonder if it's like, I don't know what I was thinking. But seriously, how many books are not based on Shakespearean stories? I have never heard of this. What is this? New Boy. Any of you guys heard this book or read this book before? Arriving at his 5th school as in many years, diplomat's son Ozai Kukote knows he needs an ally if he's to survive his first day, so he's lucky to hit it off with Dee, the most popular girl in school. But one student can't stand to witness this budding relationship. Ian decides to destroy the friendship between the black boy and the golden girl. By the end of the day, the school and its key players, teachers and pupils alike, will never be the same again. The tragedy of Othello is transposed to a 1970s suburban DC schoolyard where kids fall in and out of love with each other before lunchtime and practice a casual racism picked up from their parents and teachers. You know, I did study a lot of Shakespeare in high school, but we never got around to Othello, so I only know the story loosely of Othello, but if I wanted to ever get back into Shakespeare, this might be a good place to start. Maybe get me excited about reading some old classic literature. Next one, we have a little Santa snowman scene, and this genre is romance. Woo! I need some new books to read, honestly, guys. My bookshelves are just filled with books that I haven't read yet, but even still I'm like, I need new books. Woo! The Secret of a Heart Note. I have to say I do really like the cover. This is an advanced reader's edition. How did I get that? That's cool. Oh! Who the heck is getting advanced readers editions and selling them at used bookstores? This is so interesting. Most people don't know that heartache smells like blueberries. Oh, that's really cool. So the author, her name is Stacey Lee, and she graduated from UCLA and has a law degree from UC Davis. Oh, okay, so she has synesthesia, which is essentially when two different modalities are kind of crisscrossed in your brain. So I guess her synesthesia comes in the form of being able to smell musical notes. That's really interesting. So I think the most popular synesthesia that maybe people have heard of is like being able to smell color or taste music notes, or like taste sound. Hers sounds like it's smelling sound. Yeah, it's really interesting. I studied this a bit in some of my cognitive science classes, so that's cool. All right, let's see how this influences the story. As one of only 2 aromateurs left on the planet, 16-year-old Mimosa knows what her future holds, a lifetime of using her extraordinary sense of smell to mix bass notes, top notes, and heart notes into elixirs that help others fall in love, all while remaining incurably alone. This actually sounds something I might be interested in. It does seem a little like YA. Honestly, why not? It sounds like fun. I do really love this cover. That is so cool! Okay. Okay, this one looks pretty big. This one's a thriller and it looks a little bit bigger than your average book. So, ooh, a thriller. Darkness. Okay, thriller. There's a storm brewing. Boom! The sound that changes everything from Dr. Gina Sullivan, a renowned ornithologist, on a group research grant to the remote island of Attu, Alaska. Ooh, so it sounds like there's a storm, there's a crash, there's a sole survivor, and he needs Gina's help. Get back to their camp off the island, or on the island, and she finds her whole team has been murdered. So she must decide. Trust a man she barely knows, or go it alone and risk running straight into the arms of a killer. It seems like it might be a little bit more romance than thriller, or maybe it is just a perfect mix of the two. This is fun. Okay, we have 3 left to open. Another classic Santa wrapping paper. This one is Romance in Paris. Also looks kind of like your average paperback, maybe a little bit taller. If you have any guesses, a romance novel in Paris. This one is To Capture What We Cannot Keep, a novel by Beatrice Colin. I really like this cover. It's perfect for the winter time. The unlikely love story between a young widow and the wealthy Parisian engineer who, despite constraints of class and wealth, falls for her. This is my favorite font. I don't know what type it is. I know it's like the most basic serif font ever, but doesn't that look beautiful? This is also an advanced reading copy. Who the heck? What person is getting advanced reader copies and selling them? I know for a fact that my boyfriend got these at like a used bookstore, so who in the world is getting these copies and then selling them? Oh my gosh! Another one! How did I not see this? Advanced Reader's Edition. Right there. I am so confused. It's so funny. Alright. 2 left. Woo! And the next one's wrapped in Little Mermaid packaging. Poetry. I have to say, I'm not really a fan of poetry, so I think this one I'll probably pass on to somebody who is. But let's see what it is first. It's about... Why are these books tall? I feel like a lot of the books I'm getting are pretty tall for paperbacks. This one seems hardcover though. Pretty thin. Oh, it's ripped a little bit. What to Tip the Boatman. Cleopatra Mathis. Much of this remarkable book of poems is about mothering, the poet as a mother of troubled and gifted daughter. I do have to say, I do really like the cover. I don't know why, but it brings a sense of nostalgia to me. Ooh, What to Tip the Boatman. Found it. It's kind of long. I'll put it up here if you want to pause and read it. If you can't even read it. Now on to our last book. I can't believe 3 years later I'm finally opening up all these books. This one is, ooh, a good genre to end it on. Mystery. How fitting, since you are a mystery yourself. What in the world is this wrapping paper? Do you see that? Ooh, The Pursuit. This is a library book. Oh my gosh. Oh, withdrawn. Right, so that means they took it out? So I guess it was taken out, but why would you not take off the plastic film? Okay, so it's co-written by Janet Ivanovich and Lee Goldberg. The Pursuit. I've heard of her, and I've heard of him. Okay, right. So I've definitely heard of these names, but I've never read anything by them. So I think out of all the books I've gotten today, this is the one I'm most likely to read. It's about Nicholas Fox, international conman, thief, and one of the top 10 fugitives on the FBI's most wanted list, has been kidnapped from beachfront retreat in Hawaii. What the kidnapper doesn't know is that Nick Fox has been secretly working for the FBI. That's fun. So it's a collaboration between these two. Well, that's fun. I'm excited to read this one. I have to take this film off though. I feel like I've robbed the library here or something. Wow, this is quite the haul, you guys. Look at all of that. How fun. Some of these I think I will regift or donate just because I know I won't be reading them. But definitely gonna hold on to at least these two. And I'll take a look at the others and see what captures my interest. But if you guys have read any of these books, definitely let me know down below what you thought of them and if I should give them a go or not. It cracks me up that 3 of these books are advanced reader editions. I don't know how that came to be, but it's kind of funny that they ended up back in the hands of a booktuber. Well, I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this video and had fun unwrapping these books with me and going on a little blind date with them. Like I said before, let me know if you've read any of these books down below. I definitely want to hear if you have and what you think of them. Stay tuned for future videos and let me know if you have any videos that you want to see or if you have any ideas down below in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys!